It's now time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Lady Tiger basketball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Jake Reardon. Now Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Jake Reardon, coach of Salem Tigers. After getting the championship game down at Mountain Grove tournament, have dropped 2 in a row. The shooting legs have kind of gone away from the Lady Tigers. They've gotten off to slow starts, and that's come back to bite you in 2 straight games.
It does. I think we spotted Mansfield 10 or 11. I think we spotted Kabul about the same. Then I believe panic sets in, and then we start thinking we need to get it all back at once. And we just don't shoot the ball very good till we settle in and, start getting them after them a little bit defensively. The shooting has been, I guaranteed, record pace that setting records for field goal attempts and not setting records for
completion.
makes.
Yeah.
I know. Versus Kabul, I think we were like 19 of 91, and Mansfield, I think we were like 15 for 60. So, that's not going to win a lot of ball games unless you have about 150 rebounds, I guess. So we're not getting 150 rebounds, so we're not playing very good on the offensive end.
When you get into a slump, a shooting slump, and this does happen, and you've played enough basketball and watched enough basketball and coached enough basketball to know that when they think they have to score, you start squeezing the ball a little harder. You try and do a little bit more. You want to get a little extra push. And the next thing you know, you get out of that rhythm that you created all season long, and it takes a while to find it again, doesn't it?
Yeah, shooters, their whole identity is the ball going through the hoop. And, if a kid struggles at that, at any level, even the pros, if you're a quote-unquote shooter and you don't shoot the ball well, you feel like you have played terrible, you let the team down, you let yourself down. And, our kids, high school, we got a couple kids that have to make shots for us, and everybody on the team, really. After a few shots, if they don't hit a couple shots, their head starts to drop a little bit, and we really try to stress, you can have an impact on the game without scoring. Even if you have a bad night shooting, there's so many other things you can do to control a basketball game, and we're still trying to learn that, figure that out, and, hopefully we can get the ball going. We have shot a ton of shots since then, and we've done half court, full court, put pads on them, hit them when they're doing it. We tried a lot of different things, so hopefully we can shake out of it.
When you notice that, sometimes it's just a mental thing. Sometimes you get in a position where you're not comfortable. The stride is off. We watched, you were telling me about our struggles with layups, and it's almost inconceivable when you think about it. You're right there at the basket. You take 1, 2, 3 strides. You lay it up off the glass. You put it in. But you know what? If you get out of sync somehow, Coach, they don't go in. Either you bank it too low, you hit the bottom of the rim, goes over top of the basket. Then it becomes a mind game, doesn't it?
It does. Right now, sometimes shooting a layup, it's a hard shot for us. Coach Philman does crunch numbers on a regular basis, and mathematically, it's still. We're not even shooting a 3 that good, but mathematically, it's still worth more for shots per attempt for us to shoot 3s than it is jumpers or layups at our field goal percentages. So, I don't know. We're trying to figure a bunch of stuff out. We're going to try to throw a new offense in tonight, see if that helps them just take their mind off of it. We tried, giving them different defensive responsibilities to see if that would take their mind off of it. We're trying different things to see if we can get them going somehow.
Well, as you always like to call it, organized chaos, it's organized chaos only when it works. And right now, with the Lady Tigers, are struggling at getting the offensive side going. And you dropped, obviously, the championship game to Mansfield, but you lost your first SCA game, and that's going to make it all that more difficult, Coach, because you got some good SCA teams on the girls' side. That one loss, you may be challenged for a title with no losses, again, to maybe a winner-take-all kind of situation. situation. And now with one loss, you're going to have to get some help.
I mean, it's super frustrating. We have not been full-handed yet for any of our SCA games, and I got a feeling tonight we won't be have our full repertoire of players. So, that's going to be it's frustrating, especially when you put so much time in practice, and sometimes it's just totally you don't have any control over it. The kids don't have any control over it. I don't have any control over it. It's just the time we live in. It's super frustrating, and hopefully there's some light at the end of this tunnel. But right now, I'll tell you what, 2022 is not starting off with a bang for me.
No, and Willow Springs is not a team that you want to be down on, is it?
No, Willow's they returned 4 of their 5 starters. They got the conference MVP, was the point guard last year. They won. I can't remember. They had to win conference if they gave her the conference MVP, so they must have beat Ava or Code it.
Mm-hmm.
But, they went 6-1 in the conference, and at the start of this year, I would really like my chances versus them, but, they're going to be good. They're going to come in ready to play. We beat them last year in the tournament. They beat us in conference at a close game at their place.
Mm-hmm.
We usually play each other pretty competitively. We're pretty similar. We both are strong with the ball. We're going to shoot. And they got a couple girls down low that are super physical, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, Coach, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against the Willow Springs Bears in SCA Conference play. Good luck, Coach.
Hey, Sam, thank you for the coverage. You do a great job.
Thank you, sir. And stay tuned. Lady Tiger basketball, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Jake Reardon. Stay tuned. Salem Lady Tiger basketball is coming up next.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large.
It's time for Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, Dent County Rental, and Wilson Mortuary. And now, Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
And right here at the high school gym, kind of a light crowd here tonight with the Willow Springs Bears in town. And the Tigers will be a little bit short-handed tonight as Ashton Bowers will not be in the lineup due to an illness, so she is not playing. And, of course, the Tigers, who don't have a very deep team to begin with, that even makes it a little bit harder against a very good Willow Springs Lady Bear team. Lady Tigers will start out. Faith Kaminsky, Avery Irway, Bella Jadwin, Kylie Wood, and Savannah Manthe against the burgundy-clad Willow Springs Lady Bears with the black belts. They have the white trim on the sides and their burgundy jersey with the white numbers. So we're about ready to get this one underway as the Lady Tigers in their home whites with the Carolina blue numbers. They are outlined in the navy blue. We're about ready to get this one underway as Kaminsky will go up against Sharon Stevenson. Or actually, Liz Sheehan, excuse me. Liz Sheehan going to go up there. Geo Chafin, Ashley Jones, Ashlyn, Keena Lowe, and Anna Mingy. That's the starters for the Willow Springs Lady Bears. We're ready to tip it off. It comes back into the Lady Bears' hands. With that ball is Jones. Jones, one of the better players in the SCA. She really does run this Lady Bears offense. Gives it over to Sheehan. Back to Jones. Goes down in the corner. Jump shot for a three is way too hard there by Anna Mingy. And down comes Savannah Manthe for the Lady Tigers. Manthe trying to drive down low. Knocks it outside. Getting it there is Wood. Kylie Wood getting it to Irway. To Kaminsky from the corner. That jumper's too hard. Pulled down there in the corner and traveling with the ball after getting that rebound for the Lady Bears was number 22, Ashlyn Jones. First turnover belongs to the Lady Bears. The inbound comes out to Manthe. Manthe looking for a pick from Jadwin, just hands it right to Bella. She's guarded there by Chafin. Getting it over to Irway. Irway pulls up with a 10-footer way too hard. Put back up and in by Kaminsky on the rebound. 2-0 Salem Tigers. 48 seconds into this one. Same a little bit of four-court pressure here. As bringing it up is Lowe. Getting it into the offensive zone to Mingy. Down in the corner, Jones. Jones on the perimeter, all the way across the floor to Sheehan. Sheehan beyond three, trying to get a pick there from Lowe. Goes back to Jones, back to Sheehan. Sheehan out between the circles. Waiting there for Jones. Now hands it off to her with 6:45 to go first quarter. Very deliberate offense right now by Willow Springs. Sheehan has it. Bounce pass back to Jones for the three-pointer short. Comes down in the hands of Irway. Then Irway hands it away and draws the foul as she handed it right to Lowe. Lowe with the steal and then the foul on kind of a senseless turnover by Avery Irway. She had the rebound and instead of moving forward, tried to hand it off. A silly foul to take so early in the game. And Lowe will shoot two. The free throw is no good. 2-0 Salem Tigers. And with such a limited bench, fouls will be at a premium tonight. Keena Lowe's next one. This one is good. It's 2-1 here to start out this first quarter. Jadwin will bring it up slowly to the timeline. Picked up there by Chafin. Geo Chafin right on Jadwin. Trying to dance inside. Can't, pulls back, takes the jumper, is off the iron. Tipped and comes down the hands of Kaminsky. She misses. Rebound put back up and in by Irway. And the basket is good. Two offensive boards by the Lady Tigers there. And they're able to get the put back as the pass comes across to Lowe. Lowe, long pass down to Mingy. And ball knocked loose. Ball still in control of Mingy. Kicks it back to Sheehan. And a timeout called by Coach Shannon Crane. 4-1, Salem Tigers will come back in 30 seconds. This is Salem Tiger Lady Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only.
First timeout taken by the Lady Bears. They trail it 4-1.
Salem Tigers will defend on the inbound here, as Coach Crane called that timeout to maintain control. Sheehan trying to get it in. They do to Lowe, and then Lowe lost it out of bounds. They'll say it went off Irway last. Coach Jake Irway screaming from the sideline to his Lady Tigers. Again, they get it into Lowe. Lowe kicks it outside to Jones. Jones trying to feed it inside, knocked away by Kaminsky. Here's Jadwin the other way against Jones. Jadwin has that ball knocked out of her hands by Jones. Turnover by the Lady Tigers as Bella never got the shot off. Now Sheehan across to Jones. Jones timed that well, just knocked that ball right out of her hands as she brought it up to lay it up. Jones between the circles, left side pass to Chafin. Chafin hanging on to it, back to Sheehan. Liz Sheehan between the circles. Looking to the right side, goes into the middle to Lowe. Lowe, that high post, goes back to Chafin. Now on top it goes to Sheehan inside the Lowe. Lowe trying to take it down. Lowe pushes off. Ball block goes to Mingy. Knocked away, and the Tigers have yet another steal. Here they come the other way. Manthe down the hole to the lane up. Lays it up and good. That ball just sat on the rim. Manthe finally trickling through. 6-1. Lays it up and good. That ball just. Ball stolen away again. This one by Irway to Jadwin. Now to Manthe. Manthe back to Bella. Third steal already for the Salem Tigers. Hanging on to it, Jadwin. Chafin comes out to her now across to Wood. Kylie to Savannah Manthe for a three. It's good. And a timeout called by Coach Crane. 9-1 Salem Tigers, 4:34 left to go first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Land is selling at an all-time high. Backed by almost 4 decades of experience, Big Iron Missouri agents Justin Hubbs and Gage Saulbeamer provide you with a seamless selling experience. They will get your property sold via listing or unreserved online auction. Big Iron Realty has the experience you deserve, proven results, with an enormous viewing audience of buyers, creating higher selling prices. Let's have a conversation. Call Justin Hubbs or Gage Saulbeamer today.
Savannah Manthe gives the Salem Tigers a 9-1 lead here with 4:34 to go first quarter. Tigers put a little bit of forecourt pressure on as they move it up to Mingy. Anna Mingy over the timeline now to Jones. Jones in between the circles will call out the play. Salem in a 2-3 zone right now. Pass goes down low to Sheehan all alone. She lays it in. Tigers will get into Jadwin, back to Manthe. Manthe down the side. Waiting for Bella, gives it back to her. Salem's very close passes. Have already turned one turnover. Pass down low, stripped away. Ball still loose on the floor. And Sheehan goes over top of the Lady Tiger player Wood. And she's okay. Hurt her back a little bit, but Salem will maintain possession of the ball. He tried to pass inside. Sheehan almost stole it away. A pass to Kaminsky. The jump shot is good. Faith has 4. Tiger lead 11-3 with 3:50 to go first quarter. Lowe's pass knocked away, stolen there by the Tigers. That is their 4th steal. With the ball coming down, it's Jadwin. 9 feet jumper, no good. Tipped out high and taken away. No, but Manthe got it as Jones almost took it away from her, but then Manthe got pushed down, I believe, by Mingy. And Anna will get her first foul. 5 turnovers already for Willow in this game for those Salem Tiger steals. Irway to inbound it, giving it off to Bella Jadwin. Bella back to Irway, guarded by Jones in the corner. Manthe trying to come to the middle, try a little flip shot up, no good. Ball taken down by Sheehan. Sheehan over to Jones. Jones leads 3-1. Allison Manthe back in the game. Layup is no good, brought down by Jadwin. Bella the other way, 1-on-3. Bella will pull it up. Goes out on top to Manthe. Right side pass to Allison Manthe. Goes in the corner to Irway. Irway on that baseline, trying to fire that out. It's stolen away by the Lady Bears as Irway coughed that one up. Jones read it, stole it. Jones in, trying to run it in, flips it up. It will not fall, brought down underneath by the Lady Bears. Now Mingy trying that shot. It won't go. Now Lowe has it. Lowe, that shot to Mingy blocked there by Irway. Still loose. Mingy brings it back down. Out onto Sheehan. Sheehan trying to get away from Jadwin. Ball loose on the floor. Stolen by the Lady Tigers. Here's Manthe. Allison all the way down. Has that ball knocked out of her hands by Chafin, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Salem Tigers. Some pretty sloppy play by both teams. And the officials are letting them play. 2:32 to go in the first quarter. 11-3 Salem as Minky checks out. Coming in the game will be Shea Riley. Inbound pass comes all the way out and stolen away by Chafin. Chafin all the way down against Manthe. Jump shot off the glass, no good. Ball tipped and brought down by Kaminsky as she pushed Jones right out of the way. Long pass intended for Jadwin. It's out of bounds by Manthe. It'll be long to the Willow Springs Bears on a little bit of a careless turnover there by the Salem Tigers. Jadwin was all alone, but the pass was way into the crowd. And Bella tried her best to try and save it and bring it back. 2:13 to go as Jones brings it up. Bounce pass left side there to Riley. Here's Sheehan trying a little short jumper. It's too short and goes off the hands of Sheehan out of bounds. It'll belong to the Salem Tigers. Right now, Lady Tigers with an 8-point lead as the Bears are struggling trying to find a basket. Here comes Jadwin into the offensive zone. Kicks it outside to Irway. Short jumper. It's good. From about 7 feet. And it's a 10-point Salem Tiger lead. Jones over to Lowe. Keena Lowe. Bringing it down. Flipping it into Sheehan. Minute 40 to go. Back to Lowe. Pass inside. Tipped out of bounds off the fingertips of Manthe and possibly even Kaminsky. Intended down there for Shea Riley. Lady Bears will inbound it from the baseline. Sheehan looking. They got a girl wide open. They hit the bottom of the backboard. It belonged to Salem Tigers. Well, it should belong to Salem Tigers. On the inbound, it hit the bottom of the backboard and usually turns the ball over. Inbound pass now comes out to Jones. Jones trying to dance her way in. 9-footer flips it up. It's no good. Brought down by Riley, and Riley will be fouled. And I believe that'll be 2 on her way. Oh, it's going to be on Manthe. Irway had that look about her. I thought she was going to get the call. 13-3, Salem on top. Sheehan inbound, it flips it out to Lowe. Lowe back to Sheehan on that baseline. Has to move back outside the three. Ball into the paint, tipped away by Manthe and stolen by Jadwin. 7 turnovers now for Willow Springs early in this game. And 6 of them have been steals by Salem. Jadwin trying to dance her way in, handing it back to Manthe for a 3. It's good! Savannah splashes that one home. And it's a 16-3 lead. Lowe with it. Bounce pass back to Jones. Jones down the left wing into the offensive zone. Fires it off the hands of Kaminsky. She has it, and she is fouled by Liz Sheehan. Yet another Salem Tigers steal here in this first quarter. And Sheehan with her first foul, a second team foul for Willow Springs. Tigers will have Kristen Howell check in for Irway with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jadwin will walk it up, taking her time. Tigers, again, with a very short bench, only 7 girls tonight, as Bauer's not here due to an illness. Jadwin just taking time, trying to get a little bit of a pick from Manthe. Does. Now backs it out, guarded there by Sheehan now as a handoff. Now back. It is Chafin guarding Jadwin. She bumps her, no call. Bella keeping it away, 20 seconds left, gets separation. Bella now moves to her left, starts dancing in. And a foul called finally on Chio Chafin. Trying to reach in with 14 seconds left to get the steal, draws the foul. Howell getting it into Jadwin. She gets double teamed. Bella with 8 seconds trying to drive right side. Pulls up, all the way across to Savannah Manthe. 4 seconds left, back to Jadwin. A long three off the rim at the buzzer. 16-3, Salem leads it after 1 quarter of play. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do-it-right deals are now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find Valvoline Max Life Oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $30.99. Superstar 8-gauge 12-foot booster cables at $26.99 and a 75-piece specialty bit set for $14.99. K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
We're ready for the second quarter here for the Salem High School gym. Big start for our Lady Tigers. Couple of threes by Savannah Manthe. She leads everybody with 8 points. Irway and Kaminsky each with 4 in that first quarter, as the Tigers have a 16-3 lead. They have been the benefactor of 7 steals in that first quarter, and they still have just a 13-point lead. So with the ball, Liz Sheehan right now. The Bears missed quite a few shots in that first quarter. They give it back to Jones. Ashlyn Jones out near center court. Salem giving a lot of separation, a 1-3 offense right now. 1-3-1 is what they're going to do on offense. Salem more in a zone, usually a 2-3 or a 2-1-2. Right back now, Chafin going inside, trying to fire it over the low. Stolen away again by our Lady Tigers. They are steal masters early on in this game. Let's hope they can continue that throughout the rest as Jadwin brings it up. Chafin bumps her, no call there. Jadwin backs it out. Jadwin starts driving in. A foul's going to be called, I believe, on the Lady Bears. And Chafin gets her second for that bump. Irway looking, fires it to Jadwin. A 3 from the corner is too short. Comes down, goes out of bounds off of the Salem Lady Tigers. Irway the last to touch it. Inbound comes to Jones. Shea Riley all the way behind Kaminsky. I don't think she sees her back there. Now over to Lowe. Lowe fires it down to Sheehan. Sheehan all the way down. Shot is up. No good. Tipped and still loose on the floor. Finally brought down by Riley. Riley getting it down to Chafin. A block shot by Kaminsky, but they'll call a foul. Faith Kaminsky gets her first foul. 6:46 to go. The free throw is good by Chafin. Second free throw is no good. Comes down the hands of Riley, though. Riley kicks it back to Jones. Jones to Sheehan. Sheehan trying to dance her way down low to Riley. Shot is up, no good. Brought down by Kaminsky, but has it stolen away. Pass back inside, comes right down to Riley. That's blocked by Irway. Kaminsky finally gets it again and trying to work her way out. And a foul's called on Willow Springs. And the foul is on Shea Riley. 5th for the Willow Springs Bears. Here comes Manthe up the floor. Long pass intended for Irway, knocked down by Sheehan. Sheehan all the way down for the layup, and it is no good. Tipped out high to Kaminsky. Kaminsky, 3-on-1. Kaminsky all the way down. Bounce pass across, goes out of bounds off of Chafin. Probably should have taken it herself. Had to slow down a lot to hit that pass, and Coach Jake Reardon wants a timeout. 6:10 to go in this second quarter. 16-4, Salem on top, back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
16-4, Salem on top, 6:10 to go in the half. Irway trying to inbound it, fires it out on top. Getting it there is Wood. Kylie off to Jadwin. Jadwin will be picked up by Jones to go back to Kylie Wood. Chafin with her over to Irway. Right between the circles, right side pass to Jadwin. A long three, it's good! Bella Jadwin, 2 steps behind the three-point line, fires it home. Jones the other way, all the way down coast to coast, lays it up, misses it. Kaminsky, rebound number 7 in the game. Gives it off to Manti. Now to Jadwin. Jones with her. 19-4 our score. Manti trying to get away from Chafin, giving it off now to Irway, to Jadwin. I think Jones hurt herself somehow. She's struggling out there. Maybe on a bad ankle because she's got a wrap on one ankle, but she was really struggling a moment ago. Now here's Irway, bounce pass to Jadwin. Jadwin with 5:15 to go in the half. 19-4, Salem on top. She starts moving in. Down goes Jones. The shot no good. Brought down by Lowe. Back to Jones. Jones moving down the left wing. Trying to cut in, can't. Moves it back between the circles. Jones trying to get away from Jadwin. Flips it back to Sheehan. Thought about a long three, didn't take it. Now going to get to Lowe. Lowe from that high post. Looking inside, can't shoot. Now goes out on top. A long three is up and good. Put up by the Willow Springs Bears, Chio Chafin. 19-7. No Tiger went after her, so let her take the shot, and she buried it. Manley guarded by Jones, goes to Irway in the corner. Irway on that perimeter. Giving it off now to Kylie Wood. Kylie. Inside it goes to Kaminsky. Her jumper. It's off to the side. Put back up and in by Irway. Avery gets the rebound. Banks it home. 21-7 our score. Sheehan in the offensive zone. Bounce pass in the corner. There is Chafin. Chafin cuts inside to Lowe. Lowe is tied up. And a foul's going to be called on her. Going to be on Avery Irway, her second. Salem literally cannot lose any of their, what I would call their starting 4. Irway with 2 fouls here. Still 4 minutes to go in this, the second quarter. Coach Reardon knows that. Makes the change, put Kristen Howell in. 21-7 our score. Sheehan trying to get it in, fires it to Jones. Jones, guard there, goes back to Sheehan in the corner. Sheehan trying to bounce pass down low, does, and laid it up and in was Keena Lowe. Good pass by Sheehan right there, right around the Lady Tiger defense on the low side, and good play by Lowe to get it and come up with it immediately. 21-9 our score. Jadwin hanging on to it out high, trying to give the Lady Tigers a little rest here. 3:33 to go. Long way to go in this one, but Salem up by 12. Jadwin takes it in. 9-footer way offline. No good. Brought down by Lowe. Lowe the other way to Jones. Jones trying to drive in. Going baseline. Gets cut off. Fires it right down the middle to Lowe. And then Lowe will be fouled there by Kaminsky. And that'll be her second foul. Coach Reardon, hands on his hips. And Lowe will go to the line to shoot 2. Willow Springs 2 of 4 from the stripe in that first half. Salem has not shot a free throw yet. This free throw is good. Keno 1 for 2 in that first half. Kaminsky will come out, as will Wood. Irway and Allison Manthe are in the game. (21-10) our score, and Lowe violation there. It's a lane violation. She hit it, but the basket does not count.
on the lane violation. So still 21-10 our score as Savannah Manthe will bring it up. Savannah guarded there by Jones, right at the big S at center court. Moves to her right, trying to get it into Jadwin. Ball stolen away by Chafin. Chafin all the way down. She'll lay it up, misses it, comes out high and taken there by Jadwin, but she can't hold on to it. And they'll say it's knocked out of bounds by Jones. So the Bears missing an easy layup by Chia after the steal. Their fifth. Tigers' sixth turnover. 2:50 to go. We're in the first half. 21-10. Salem with the lead. Jadwin. Pass across to Manthe. Manthe will double dribble with it. She caught it, dropped it, picked it back up, dribbled. Salem will drop back in a half-court defense. Bears will bring it up. 2:40 to go in the half. Salem up by 11, 21-10. Pass across to Lowe. Going to Jones in the corner. Jones inside. Down low for Mingy, off her hands, out of bounds. That is the 10th turnover by the Lady Bears in this game. Inbound to Jadwin, back to Manthe. Manthe back to Jadwin in the offensive zone. Bella outside to Irway. Back to Bella. Takes a three. It's off the rim, no good. And taken there by Savannah Manthe. She puts up a three. It's too short. Goes off of Jadwin, out of bounds. Savannah didn't plant to shoot. She just got it and let it go. Tigers still that 11-point lead. Sheehan for the Lady Bears. Between the circles, right side pass to Jones. Jones takes a 10-footer, trying to bank it in. She does. Ashlyn Jones, her first basket of the game, makes it 21-12. And the lead for Salem is under double digits for the first time since early in the game. Savannah Manthe the other way. Pushes off Sheehan from 10, trying to shoot it. It's no good. Taken there by Mingy underneath the basket. Now she comes. Mingy gets near center court, tied up there. And what are they going to call? Possession arrow will favor the Salem Tigers. Irway got down as Mingy turned around. And Irway got down low and just surrounded the ball. And with 1:34, forces that turnover. 21-12, Jadwin handing it off to Manthe. A long three, it's too short. Comes down in the hands of Howard, and she can't do anything with it, turns it over. Here the other way is Jones. Jones against Savannah Manthe with 1:12 to go. Howell brought down their rebound. Kuss couldn't get away from the three trees. That long shot up and good by Chafin. Another three, and it's a 6-point game with Salem on top. Salem's shooting gone cold here in the second quarter. Back to Manthe for another three. It's way too short. And it goes off the background and out of bounds. We're going to say that ball was tipped. It'll stay with the Salem Tigers. Official said that ball was tipped. So Tigers get a break. 51 seconds to go. They lead it by 6. Irway out to Jadwin. Jadwin will back it up. Jadwin hanging on to it. Letting that time trickle down. Long pass down low. Howell couldn't make the shot there. Ball loose on the floor. As Howell couldn't come down with it. And the ball loose, Sheehan does. Back the other way, the Bears, all the way down. Chafin outside of Jones for the three-pointer, and it pinballs out, no good. Manthe brings it down. That's Allison Manthe, who hands it off to Jadwin. Then a foul's going to be called on Keena Lowe. That'll be the 6th-team foul for Willow Springs. Allison Manthe with a good rebound there. As Sharon Stevenson comes in for Chio Chafin. 18 seconds left. Bella will bring it up. Down to 10 as she approaches the timeline. Gets a pick from Manthe. 5 seconds left. Bella looks, starts her drive in, back to Irway, and Irway didn't know how much time there was. She didn't even get a shot off. She had the pick, everything was set up, and Avery had no idea how much time was left, and the clock runs out. 21-15, as Salem only scores 5 second quarter points. Meanwhile, the Lady Bears, they net 12, and we have a ball game going to second half. 21 for the Lady Tigers, 15 for the Lady Bears. We'll come back in 2.5 minutes with stats from this first half and the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
Here at halftime, it's the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime. You might hear the Salem Jazz Band in the background performing here for this crowd as the Salem Lady Tigers do lead at halftime by a score of 21-15. Salem got out to a big lead in that first quarter on the strength of 7 steals and some great rebounding. They had 5 rebounds on the offensive side, which is pretty impressive, and were able to put 2 of them back for baskets and help gain that lead. And then Savannah Mann to get a couple of threes to extend that lead out to 13. And that's how the quarter ended. But the Lady Bears came back on the strength of a couple of threes by Chio Chafin, and that narrowed the gap down to 6, 21-15. Leading scorer in this game is Manti with 8 points, all 8 coming in that first quarter. And Chio Chafin has 7 points, 6 of them coming in the second quarter. Other leading scorers for the Lady Tigers is Avery Irway. She has 6, 4 for Faith Kaminsky, and 3 for Bella Jadwin. 5 points for Keena Lowe for the Lady Bears, and 2 points each for Ashlyn Jones, as well as Liz Sheehan. Leading rebounder for the Salem Lady Tigers is Faith Kaminsky. She has 7 rebounds in that first half. Found herself on the bench near the end of the first half with a couple of fouls. Remember, Salem playing with only 7 girls tonight as Ashton Bowers is out ill. So the Tigers, missing one of their key offensive ingredients, are having to make do without her services tonight. And that's making it difficult against a good team like the Lady Bears. She has 7, a couple of rebounds for Allison Manti and Avery Irway, 1 each for Kristen Howell and Bella Jadwin, as well as Savannah Manti. For the Willow Springs Lady Bears, their leading rebounder is Shay Riley, Keena Lowe, and Anna Mingy. They all have 2. 1 each for Liz Sheehan and Ashlyn Jones. Salem Tigers did not shoot a free throw in that first half. None, not a one. 3 of 6 were the Bears in the first half from the free throw line. Turnovers, Willow Springs had 11. Salem Tigers had 7. The Tigers had 9 steals, 7 of those coming in the first quarter, as I mentioned to you, and 5 for the Willow Springs Lady Bears steals, that is, 5. So, been a very, I don't know, been kind of an aggressive game out there. You would think a little bit shorthanded. Lady Tigers might be paying a little bit more cautious, but they've been in there battling, and it's been a good first half for really both teams. Salem dominated the first quarter, and Willow kind of took the second quarter as the Tigers' shooting went cold. And they were only able to get 5 points, and they still lead it by 6, though, at halftime by a 21-15 score. Foul trouble, Faith Kaminsky, Avery Irway each with 2. Savannah Menti has 1 for the Willow Springs Lady Bears. Chio Chafin has 2. Shay Riley, Liz Sheehan, Keena Lowe, and Anna Mingy all have 1 foul. 21-15 here at the Salem High School gym. And we're going to take a 2.5-minute break and come back with the second half. You've been listening to and watching the Riverways Federal Credit Union halftime show at the Salem High School Gymnasium right here on KSMO Media. Back in 2.5. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Inman Insurance in Rolla and Salem if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Perfect. The color, the flowers.
That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history. Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Underway here in the third quarter, and Willow Springs will have the ball down by 6 as Jones gets it across to Chafin. Chafin goes back to Jones in the corner. Back on top, Chafin. 2-3 zone right now by the Lady Tigers. They flip it all the way across to Sheehan. Sheehan in the corner. Winning there's Jones. Ashlyn Jones walks with double dribbles, actually, with the ball. I mean, a little monitor right there. Couldn't see it. Saw her pick up the ball. Saw her put it back down again. A turnover for the Salem, gives the ball back to the Salem Tigers here in their own zone. No pressure by Willow as they drop back in a half-court defense. You would think Willow might try a little pressing to see if they can wear the Tigers out, but they are not doing so. With the ball on the perimeter is Kylie Wood. Kylie out between the circles, hanging on to it. No pressure by anybody. Willow not worried too much about her at this stage. Probably don't know too much about Kylie. Tigers are very deliberate here. Now Sheehan right on top of Kylie, flips it over to Manthe. Manthe over to Kaminsky. Minute gone here in the third quarter. Salem kind of playing their own version of 4 quarters, but not really doing a lot of movement here. Handing it off now to Manthe. Manthe out on top. Kaminsky between the circles. Left side pass back to Kylie Wood. Wood looking in the corner to Irway. Irway trying to dance in. Ball loose. Stolen away by the Willow Springs Bears. After all that, the Tigers try to thread a needle. Now Jones all the way down. Lays it up. Missed the shot. And a foul will get called on Chafin pushing down Manthe. Manthe was going in for the rebound. Chafin pushed her away. It'll be an offensive foul on Chio Chafin, her third. So a break for the Tigers after maneuvering the ball around very well. They tried to thread a needle through the eye of the needle, and it just didn't make it. First steal for Willow, first turnover for the Lady Tigers. As Manthe goes all the way down the baseline out to Kaminsky from 10, too short, partially blocked, I think, by Sheehan. And it's brought down there by Lowe. Lowe handing it off to Jones. 21-15, 2 minutes into this third quarter. Pass to Chafin, who's hit a couple of threes in this game. Chafin goes back to Sheehan. Sheehan between two Tigers puts up the jumper short. Tipped, brought down, and controlled there by Jadwin. Bella into the offensive zone. Hands that off to Manthe. Manthe back to Bella on the perimeter. Bella cuts down low to Irway. Irway outside it goes to Wood. Kylie back to Jadwin, back to Kylie Wood. On top Kaminsky, right side pass Jadwin. Inside it goes to Irway. Short jumper won't fall. Brought down by Mingy on the backside. Tigers set it up well. Couldn't get the shot to go. And now Jones the other way. Jones right at the center court S. Left side pass Chafin beyond 3. Back inside to Sheehan. Sheehan trying to take it down low. Scoops it up. No good. Ball comes down to the hands of Wood. Kylie down to Jadwin. Jadwin trying to get around Lowe, and Lowe is called for a foul. Bella trying to get around Keena Lowe. I thought she did a good job of moving over, but the officials called a foul on her, possibly on a reach in. The inbound comes to Kaminsky from 6. She misses. Brought down by Lowe. Tigers have had chances. They haven't hit a thing here in this third quarter. Jones the other way, throws the ball in the corner, back out to Sheehan. Kept alive by Chafin with a great play. Jones the other side now. Back to Sheehan between the circles to Lowe. From the free throw line, the jumper's good. It's a 4-point game. First point scored here in this second half with 3 minutes and 15 seconds gone. But it now makes it a 4-point Salem Tiger lead as the Bears get on the board. Pass now to Irway, right side to Jadwin. Jadwin down low for Kaminsky. Kaminsky pulls it away from Lowe. Now back to Jadwin. Not a smart play at all with Chafin right in Bella's face. Chafin was in the grill of Bella Jadwin, and Tigers got away with that one. Jadwin gets the inbound from Irway, gets it right back, does Avery in the corner to Manthe. Manthe on the baseline gets tripped up. And a foul called on Keena Lowe. That'll be her fourth team foul on the Bears. Jadwin trying to get it in, does to Manthe. Manthe short jumper, and she's fouled again. She'll go to the line for the first Salem Tiger free throws. Savannah backed up, then cut back in. She is fouled, I believe, by Sheehan. Liz has her second foul, and the first free throw is coming up for the Salem Tigers in the game. And Manthe makes it. 4:14 to go, third quarter. Wild first quarter. Slowed down considerably here in the second. Next one. That one's too hard. Comes out tipped and brought down by the Tigers' Irway. She can't get it off, and a timeout was called by Coach Reardon when Irway had the ball. With a score, Salem 22, Willow 17. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Salem Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. 4:09 left to go, third quarter. Don't forget, we'll be back again Thursday night with more Lady Tiger basketball right here on KSMO. Next Tuesday night, we'll be back here with the Lady Tigers when they take on Licking. I think that's Licking. Pretty sure it is. That'll be the Cat Classic, if that's Licking. And we want to say the Owensville, I'm sorry, it's against Owensville, excuse me, not against Licking. The Owensville boys freshman game will start at 5 that night, as that was supposed to be tomorrow. That's been canceled. That layup misses by Jadwin, brought down by Lowe. Back comes the Lady Bears, 3-on-2. Lowe kicks it outside to Jones. Jones on the perimeter. Jones backs it out to Sheehan. Sheehan back to Jones. Jones out between the circles, right side of pass Sheehan for a three. It's good. Liz Sheehan hits the three, and we have a 2-point ball game. As Manthe brings it up. Hanging on to it. Pass left side to Kylie Wood. Now to Avery Irway. Salem's had chances, but their shooting has been erratic. Now it's Kaminsky. Short jumper. Trickles in. All set on the front of the rim and finally fell through. And it's a 4-point Salem Tiger lead. Pass to Lowe. Lowe fires it to Mingy down the right side, the middle of the floor. Mingy loses it, throws it across to Sheehan to Jones for the three-pointer, and it's good. Ashlyn Jones been waiting to get open all night. Now it's a 1-point game. Here's Jadwin. Salem had a 13-point lead in this game back in the first quarter. It's down to 1 now. Manthe trying to get away from Jones. Jones all over her. Savannah has no room to move, trying to cut inside all the way down. And tries to fire it to the corner, throws it out of bounds as she falls down. A turnover on the Salem Tigers. Maybe Savannah trying to do a little too much there. No, they're shorthanded. Jadwin was open in the corner, but her pass was a good 7 or 8 feet in front of her. Now long pass to Sheehan. Sheehan trying to go down low on the baseline, kicks it across to Mingy, and she's fouled there by Manthe. And Savannah gets her second foul. And Mingy will go to the line, trying to tie it, maybe give the Bears the lead. Anna Mingy does not have a point in this ball game. Will shoot 2. Bears 3 of 6 on the night. Free throw is no good. Allison Manthe in for Kylie Wood. .233 to go in the third quarter, and this one is good. It trickles around, and we are tied 24-24. Here comes Jadwin. Handing that ball off to Manthe. Back to Jadwin. Bella from 12, that jumper is too short. And brought down and controlled there by Sheehan. Tigers are not getting any offensive boards now, as Jones will bring it down. Jones looking to give the Bears the lead for the first time in this game. Left side pass to Chafin, to Lowe, outside Sheehan for the three. It's too short off the front, goes out of bounds, and the officials trying to say it was tipped. There's nobody near her, as Coach Crane was lobbying for a tip. Hard to do, and nobody's there. 24-24. Our score here, 1:50 to go. This is the third quarter here at the Salem High School gym.
Ball knocked out of the hands of Jadwin by Chio Chafin. Salem will inbound it. Nobody going to inbound the ball. Irway now will. Now to Jadwin. Back to Irway. Avery hanging on to it. Now gives it to Savannah Manthe. Manthe trying to get a little pick here. Does. Jones right with her. Out on top, Irway. Irway trying to draw Sheehan to her. Does. Trying to circle around. Getting it over to Allison Manthe. Mingy right with her. Allison stops. Goes back to Savannah Manthe. Minute 20 to go. Savannah trying to dance down low. Gets knocked down. Her pass intended for Faith Kaminsky goes out of bounds. That's twice that Manthe has attempted a pass that when she got bumped or lost her balance went awry. Another turnover by the Lady Tigers. Pass comes back to Jones. We're still tied at 24 all. Jones between three Lady Tigers up, scoops it up and in, and the Lady Bears go on top. 26 to 24. Bella Jadwin the other way to the paint, to the hole, lays it up, and it will not go. Faith Kaminsky can't bring down that rebound as Lowe takes it from her. Keena Lowe flips it down to Chafin. Chafin down low. The pass intended for Mingy, tied up. It'll belong to the Salem Tigers as Manthe gets down there and wraps up Mingy and the ball. 43 seconds to go. 26-24. Lady Bears on top. They've come all the way back from the 13-point deficit of the first half. That's some erratic Lady Tiger shooting. They've only had 3 points in this third quarter, while the Lady Bears have scored 11. All the way down is Jadwin off the glass and in. Bella gets her 5th point. We're tied again at 26. Here's Lowe, a long pass intended for Sheehan. Sheehan all the way down, takes it, scoops it, scores. 28-26, 10 seconds left. Pass to Manthe. Manthe better hustle over to Irway. Irway shoots at half court to Kaminsky, and she's fouled there by Lowe with 1.6 seconds left. And Keena Lowe will pick up foul number 4 and allow Kaminsky to shoot 2 here, as that shot by Irway was going to fall way short, but Kaminsky was there to grab it before it went out of bounds and was fouled. And Faith's first free throw, it is no good. Ray comes in for Lowe. 1.6 seconds left on the clock. This is the third quarter, and that free throw no good as well, and then a lane violation called on Salem as Kaminsky stepped over the line. There's 1.6 seconds left. They get it to Jones. Jones to center court, can't get the shot off, and we have played a total of 3 quarters here at Salem. Our score, it's the Lady Tigers 26, the Lady Bears 28. We're going to come back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm...
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Final 8 minutes coming in front of you. Close ball game, 28-26, what we really expected to see. Tigers without Ashton Bowers tonight due to an illness, so they are a little bit short-handed. Willow Springs Lady Bears with the 2-point lead right now have spread the floor. With the ball is Jones. She's just staying there dribbling the ball. Giving it over to Sheehan. Liz Sheehan hanging on to it. Bears just trying to get the Tigers out of position. Over to Jones. Jones to Chafin. Chafin has that ball knocked away, but it goes right to Ray, who hands it back to Jones. Jones out near center court now. Bounce pass to Chafin. Chafin to Liz Sheehan right between the circles. Trying to get away from Manthe. Goes left side to Ray. Down low to Mingy. Mingy back to Ray. Ray hanging on to it. Bounce pass to Sheehan over to Jones. She'll back it out again. A minute gone here in the fourth quarter. And Lady Bears pulling off a good stall right now. Chafin trying to come in as she's tied up. Possession in her old favor to Salem Lady Tigers. So Chafin decided she was going to drive it. Ran right into Bella Javin, who tied her up, forcing the turnover. And that is just the second turnover, by the way, of this second half for the Lady Bears, who had 11 back in the first half. 28-26 our score. Hanging on to it is Javin. Salem down by 2. Bella trying to get a pick. Needs a little help here. She goes back out near center court. Willow dropping down low, trying to keep Kaminsky and Irway from getting the ball. Now they go to Manthe. Back to Jadwin. Jadwin trying to get a pick, trying to dance in. Can't, goes back to Wood. Kylie back to Manthe. Savannah has that ball knocked off her hands. They'll say white ball knocked out of her hands by Sheehan. Savannah will inbound it with 6:15 to go. Both teams very deliberate here in this fourth quarter. Kaminsky has it. Mingy knocks it out of her hands, but Faith gets it again, now to Irway. Irway tries to drive down low, pulls it back out, ball knocked out of bounds by Jones. 6 minutes exactly to go, fourth quarter. Hasn't been a shot taken by either team yet. Now Jadwin all the way down, lays it up and in as she knifes her way through. And a timeout called by Coach Reardon with 5:53 to go. 28-28 our score. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
We have a tie ball game here in this SCA conference matchup. Salem Tigers 7-6 record coming in. Have lost their last 2. That last one against Kabul when they absolutely dominated the game. 92 shots and got only 19 to fall. Losing that one in overtime. Still had the presence of mind to take it in overtime. Just could not buy a basket. Here's Jones over to Chia Chafin. Across it goes to Mingy, and the Mingy hanging on to it right in the Tiger insignia here on the high school floor here, the Progressive Ozark Bank floor. Hands it off to Jones. Down to 5.5 remaining in regulation time. Pass to Mingy, open for a 3, didn't take it, tries to drive in. A shot blocked there by Kaminsky. Goes back to Jones. Jones out on top to Sheehan, and a timeout called by Coach Shannon Crane. 5:21 to go. 28-28 our score, back in 30. This is Salem Tiger Lady Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only.
28-28 our score. Welcome back to Salem High School Gymnasium. KSMO Media bringing you Tiger basketball. Hope you're having a good night. As Sheehan gets it in to Jones, she actually just took it back court and they didn't call it. And Coach Woody over there screaming about it, but yeah, she went back court. Caught that ball on the offensive side and went back court. Sheehan has it, goes left side to Mingy. That's not going to get called now either. Mingy hanging on to it to Jones. Down to 5 minutes left to go. We are tied at 28. Handing it off to Chia Chafin. Chio over to Ray. Ray, who came in for Keena Lowe, has 4 fouls. Ray trying to drive down low. All the way to the basket, lays it up, misses the shot. Kaminsky brings down the rebound. A wide open layup by Ray, and she missed it all. Now Manthe coming down, kicks it outside to Jadwin for a 3. It's good! Jadwin hits the 3. The Lady Tigers are up by a tray. 4:25 to go. Jones will walk it to the timeline. Out near the center court S here at Salem. Another timeout called by Coach Crane. He's got 1 left after that 3-pointer by Bella Jadwin with 4:19 still to play in this one. 31-28, Salem Tigers will come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball. You're listening to it and watching it on KSMO Media.
Land is selling at an all-time high. Backed by almost 4 decades of experience, Big Iron Missouri agents Justin Hubbs and Gage Saulbeamer provide you with a seamless selling experience. They will get your property sold via listing or unreserved online auction. Big Iron Realty has the experience you deserve, proven results, with an enormous viewing audience of buyers, creating higher selling prices. Let's have a conversation. Call Justin Hubbs or Gage Saulbeamer today.
31-28 our score. Salem on top. Salem with 5 points here in this 4th quarter. They have tied the game and then taken the lead with that ball. Jones out on top to Chaffin. Down low to Mingy. Mingy's shot is up. It will not fall. Brought down by Manthe. Savannah with a strong rebound, taking it away from Mingy. Handing it off to Jadwin. 1 possession game right now as Jadwin gets it across the timeline, gets away from Chaffin. Over to Savannah Manthe, out on top Kaminsky between the circles. Kaminsky wanting to hand that ball off, does to Jadwin. Chio Chafin right with her. Jadwin comes down, circles out, could have taken it to the hole, low with 3, puts a shot up instead, no good. Ball taken down by Mingy, and they're gonna call a travel. Mingy got the rebound, brought it down, but she's called for the travel. Salem will inbound it. Keena Lowe back in the game with 4 fouls. The inbound comes to Jadwin. Jadwin goes underneath right by Lowe, hoping she'd reach out to Manthe for the 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. And Mingy brings down the rebound. Flips it across to Jones. Still 31-28. Jones brings it down. Looking for a pick. Goes left side to Sheehan. Sheehan has hit a 3 in this game. Down to Lowe. The jumper's up and good. It's a 2-point ball game. 1-point ball game, 31-30. 3 minutes left, regulation time. Manthe trying to get by Jones, dances it down outside to Wood, on top to Irway. Irway keeping away from Mingy. Hands that off to Jadwin. Bella trying to get away from Chafin. 5 team fouls on Willow, only 1 on Salem here in the second half. Jadwin handing it off to Manthe. Manthe right to the hole from 7, a jumper. Pinballs out, brought down by Jones. Jones the other way with 2.5 to go. Salem's had some good looks tonight, just not made the shots. Jones a long 3, and it's rims out, no good. Brought down by Lowe, tied up, and the foul is on the floor by the Lady Tigers as Lowe bullied that rebound down. And it's going to be on Irway, I believe, and it is on Avery Irway, her 3rd. Foul on the floor, not a shooting foul. 2:21 to go. Salem up by a point. Sheehan fires it out on top. There's Mingy for a 3, and it pinballs around and goes in. Mingy's ball hit the rims and bounced straight up in the air and went through. Jab went outside to Irway, the jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Brought down by Sheehan. Sheehan will hand it off to Jones. Willow back up by 2, 33-31. On the Mingy three, they didn't think she'd shoot it. She did, and she got it to go. Pass to Sheehan. Minute 50 to go. Sheehan trying to work her way through, and they're going to call a foul on Manting on the floor. Savannah's third. 1:49 to go. Team has 3 fouls now. Allison Manthey checks in for Wood. Salem down by 2 here. Mingy's wide open. Get it outside to Jones for the 3, and it's good. Ashlyn Jones hits the 3, and now it's a 5-point lead by the Lady Bears. Here's Manthey all the way down off the glass, way too hard. Trying to get his Manthey underneath the basket. And a timeout called by Coach Reardon after another missed layup by the Lady Tigers. But a big rebound by Allison Manthey underneath to keep possession for Salem with 1:32 to go. 36-31 Bears will come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do It Right deals are now at K&H Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find Valvoline Max Life Oil, 5 quarts and a MicroGuard filter for $30.99. Superstar 8-gauge 12-foot booster cables at $26.99 and a 75-piece specialty bit set for $14.99. K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
36-31, the Anna Mingy 3 gave the Bears the 2-point lead, and a follow-up shot by Ashlyn Jones from 3, and now it's a 5-point lead for the Lady Bears. Salem has the ball on the baseline, 1.5 to go. The inbound comes outside, intended for Manthey, and Manthey couldn't get to it as Chafin got it, but she stepped out of bounds. Now take 2 seconds off the clock. Pass goes outside to Manthey. Savannah beyond 3, trying to throw it back to Irway. Irway gets by Chafin. The shot is blocked there by Sheehan. It comes down the hands of Mingy. Mingy now to Jones. Jones with 1:15 to go. And she's fouled by Savannah Manthey, and that'll be number 4, but now time is of the essence with 1:15 to go. 36-31, but again, Salem cannot afford to lose any starters here with a very shallow bench. But Ashton Bowers not available tonight due to illness. Sheehan trying to get in back door. Does. Jones lays it in. That's a well-designed play by Willow. And they've pulled that off a few times. Here's Jadwin all the way down, lays it up, misses the shot. Lowe brings down the rebound. With 1 minute exactly to go in this one. Bears up by 7 now as Jadwin chases down Jones and will foul her. Tigers can only blame themselves for missed shots. They've had great opportunities in the second half, and they have missed layup, 2-footers, 4-footers. But they're down by 7. Time's running out, down under 1 minute now as Lowe will bring it up the middle of the floor, and she'll be fouled by Kaminsky. That will put Lowe at the line to shoot a 1-and-1, as that is the 7th team foul now. It's Faith's 3rd. Down to 50 seconds left. Salem needs 3 possessions to tie it. Or that was the 6th team foul, excuse me. She in the inbound, it does back to Lowe. Lowe kicks it back outside to Jones. Jones trying to drive in, and Jadwin will foul her. Bella now with 2. Well, Lady Bears have kept battling back. They have a 7-point lead. Ashlyn Jones, who now has 12, makes it 13 with that free throw. Still a 3-possession game. And she makes them both. 40-31 our score as Jadwin will bring it up. And Jadwin bounces it off her own foot. Gets it back. Trying to flip it to Irway, does. Back to Manthe. Now to Savannah. To Jadwin. Salem needs some shooting here. That one does not go. And will go out of bounds as Mingy blocked the Salem Tigers from getting to it. And with 27.4 seconds left, the Bears will inbound it. Salem will go full court press here and no choice. Long pass intended for Sheehan. She'll catch up to it, bounces it. That's a double dribble. And Kaminsky brings it down, but a foul as the Salem Tigers have an issue with the ball. They can't turn it and go, and they knock it out of bounds. Giving the ball right back to the Bears and pretty well sealing their fate here tonight. Sheehan will get it to Lowe, back to Jones. 20 seconds left. They're not going to shoot again unless forced to, and they are as Jadwin fouls for her third, and Jones again back to the line. Well, Salem being shorthanded put up the best they could, but again, their erratic shooting has really come back to haunt them here in this second half, as they've got only 10 points in this second half. 5 in the third quarter, 5 so far here in the fourth. You're not going to win a lot of games scoring 10 points in a half. They're now down by 11 just that quickly as Manthe brings it down all the way, kicks it outside to Irway on the baseline. 13 seconds left. She's fouled by Sheehan. That'll be the 6th team foul. That's not a shooting foul. Irway trying to get in, does to Kaminsky, back to Irway. Irway takes a long three. It's off the top of the backboard, brought down by Mingy. 4 seconds left. She'll stand there. That's going to do it. Willow Springs Lady Bears 42. Salem Tigers 31. Salem falls to 7-7 on the year and 0-2 in the SCA. We'll come back in 3 minutes with stats. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Salem Tigers lose it. They fall to 7-7 on the year, 0-2 in the SCA as they fall to the Lady Bears of Willow Springs by a score of 42-31. Salem had a 16-3 lead after the first quarter. They were dominating that first half, dominating the boards, and got some big key threes from Savannah Manthe. And Bella Jadwin had 3 in that first half, but they had good board work. Faith Kaminsky, Avery Irway were controlling the boards. Salem had 9 steals in that first half and helping contribute to that lead. But Willow Springs changed their strategy in the second half, slowed it down, worked the ball around, waited for the Tigers to make a mistake, and then when they did, they were jumping all over it, and they got the baskets and a big 3 by Anna Mingy in that fourth quarter, with Salem still up by 1, where that ball hit the front of the rim, the back of the rim, Bono straight up in the air, and then came through the cylinder. That gave Willow the 33-31 lead. That was a game-winning shot, and the Bears went on to add to that lead, scoring 9 more points actually to win it 42-31. Leading scorer in the game ended up being Ashlyn Jones, had only 2 points at halftime. She scored 14 the second half and was 4 for 4 from the free throw line down the stretch. 9 points for Keena Lowe, 7 each for Liz Sheehan and Chio Chafin, and 4 points for Anna Mingy, including that big game-winning 3 in the game. Leading rebounder for the Lady Bears was Keena Lowe and Anna Mingy, both with 7. 4 for Liz Sheehan, 2 for Ashlyn Jones, and 2 for Shea Riley, who came in. 8 for 12 at the free throw line were the Willow Springs Lady Bears, and no one fouled out for Willow. The Lady Tigers, the leading scorer was Savannah Manthe with 9. She had 8 in the first quarter, got only 1 more point the entire game. Bella Jadwin finished with 8. 8 points for Avery Irway and 6 for Faith Kaminsky in the contest. Salem 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the game. Against Salem, only 10 points in that second half. 5 in the third, 5 in the fourth. That was not enough as the Lady Bears outscored them 27-10 in the second half and won it by 11, 42-31. 14 turnovers for the Lady Bears, and Salem Tigers had just 10. While the Lady Tigers did have 10 steals on the game, Lady Bears had 6. No one fouled out for Salem, though Savannah Manthe had 4 fouls and Keena Lowe had 4 fouls for the Lady Bears as they win it by a score of 42-31. Salem 7-7 on the year. We'll be back in action this Thursday, and we'll be back here to bring it to you right here on KSMO Radio, starting with that JV match at 6, and the varsity match will follow. Now, next Tuesday, the Lady Tigers will be at home to face the Owensville Lady Dutchmen. The boys' freshman game tomorrow with Owensville was supposed to be held at 5 o'clock. That game got postponed. It will be played next Tuesday night at 5 before the Lady JV game. So the freshman boys will play at 5 next Tuesday. And then the JV match will follow for the Lady Tigers, and then the varsity match will follow that one. So we'll have the full freshman game at 5, half a JV game at 6, and then the varsity matchup at about 6:45. That'll be next Tuesday against Owensville. Salem boys basketball Tigers have been seeded 8th. They'll take on Soldan International Studies, which is the old Soldan High School in St. Louis. And they'll play in against Rolla in the first round of St. James next week on Monday night at 7:30. We'll be there to bring that to you here on KSMO Radio at the St. James tournament. Don't forget the boys Friday night will be at Kabul. We'll be there to bring that one to you right here on radio only, KSMO Radio, and online at KSMORadio.com with the stream. In the meantime, I want to thank Ben on the production side, Krista on the camera, Jim at the station manning the controls. My name is Stan Stevens. Thank you for joining us for Lady Tiger basketball here on KSMO Media. We hope you enjoyed the game. Tell our sponsors you enjoy their support of this to make it all possible for you to enjoy this contest. Have yourselves a great evening, and we'll be back to do it again Thursday night for you right here from the Salem High School gym. Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Have yourselves a great evening and good night from the high school gymnasium.
Salem Tiger basketball on KSMO Media was brought to you by the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Southtown Furniture, State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent, Hometown Processing, Big Iron Realty, Inman Insurance, Progressive Ozark Bank, Flying W Store and Camping LLC, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, That Special Touch Florist and Gifts, Dent County Rental, and Wilson Mortuary. Be sure to join us next time on KSMO Media for exciting Salem Tiger basketball.